Now, in other news, wildfires in Canada are threatening tens of thousands of people in British Columbia, which is now under a state of emergency. 30,000 people have been told to leave their homes, with another 36,000 warned they may need to do the same imminently. Our correspondent Peter Bowes has this report.
Oh my God.
The intensity of the flames is terrifying. Moving rapidly over a vast area, there are more than 1,000 wildfires burning throughout Canada. About a third of them are in British Columbia, where 30,000 people have been told to leave their homes. Another 36,000 have been warned they may have to evacuate at any moment. Kelowna, a popular tourist destination about 180 miles east of Vancouver, is on the edge of a huge inferno. The fire has already destroyed several homes in the smaller community of West Kelowna, with embers from that blaze travelling in the wind over a lake to ignite more structures. Officials have urged the public to cancel all non-essential travel to the region.
At this time, we are strongly recommending that people with plans to travel to fire-affected areas throughout the central interior and southeast in the coming days to cancel those plans. We need tourists and travelers to take this situation as seriously as the residents of these areas do.
To the north, Yellowknife, the capital of Canada's Northwest Territories, is now a ghost town. Over 2 days, almost the entire population of 20,000 people were evacuated from their homes, leaving the city by road and air to escape a fire encroaching on their community. Officials said it had been an extraordinary achievement to get everyone out. The fire, caused by lightning a month ago, is still threatening the city, although cooler conditions have slowed its progress. But gusty winds are forecast, and officials fear they could further propel the fire towards the city boundaries. This is an epic struggle for firefighters. Reinforcements have been brought in from as far away as South Africa, with local resources stretched to the limit. In a nation used to forest fires, this countrywide crisis has reached a level never seen before. Peter Bowes, BBC News.
Well, earlier on I spoke to Laura Wilson at the Central Okanagan Emergency Operations Centre. She gave me the very latest.
Yes, we're 3 days into a very incredible firefight here in Central Okanagan. We are currently still dealing with 3 active fires in the area, which has seen the evacuation of 10,000 homes, as well as another 10,000 people who are on evacuation alert in our area. It is a little bit of a calmer night here, which is fantastic. We do still have many crews on the ground, both our local crews as well as crews from around the province.
I do want to come to the emergency response in a bit. Tell us about the damage so far, though.
Yeah, so we do know that we have lost structures in the area on all 3 of these fires. At this point, this still remains a very active fire zone here, and our focus still is on firefighting.
Talk to us about the response then. We heard in that report crews from as far as South Africa. How have local officials in Canada, in British Columbia, been dealing with this?
We're incredibly grateful for the support from all levels, from national, provincial, or here in the Okanagan. We have local crews that have come from all around in neighboring communities as well as across the province. And we know we have national support coming as well. This is incredibly important as we work together as a big nation, basically, to fight this community fire here.
For people who are not in an immediate need to evacuate, what is your advice to them?
Really, it's about being ready. And this is a great emergency advice in any situation, but it's about making sure that you have documentation, the medications, the things that you need to get out in an emergency at a moment's notice and be out for a few days. So it's really important that people take the time now, before an emergency happens, before officials tell you that you have moments to leave your home, that you've thought that through, you've created plans and connections with loved ones as well.
And in terms of resources, is there anything people can do to help ease the pressure on things like water?
Yeah, I think really it's about working the best with your emergency personnel on the ground here. We have a local website, courtemergency.ca, that we encourage anyone in the area to follow, sign up for emails. The most accurate information comes out there, and that's where we help. We get information to you about what's going on and how you can help in your community. Of course, water is really important to fighting fires, so anything we can do to make sure that water resources are there for our emergency personnel is incredibly important at this time.
And Laura, just finally, is there any sense of how long this will go on for?
Yeah, unfortunately for those that are impacted, this could go on for a long time. We know that we're doing our best and we're still in a very active fire response right now, but we will continue to support local people as we continue to walk through this situation together, knowing that there is structural loss in the area. This will be a long process for a lot of people.